Spoken, who cares? All right. 1 second. Good morning. Well, that was, you guys are asleep. Come on. Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Reverend Mary Jean DeRusha. And the Center for Spiritual Living is a dynamic and inclusive spiritual community. I hear music. Okay. Oh, it's my mic? Dedicated to embracing the wholeness of life and the magnificence of you. We celebrate with laughter as we grow and evolve with love. That's from our visioning class, came up with this statement of who we are, because they show up and they laugh and they evolve. So I'm glad that you're watching all over the world, and thank you for tuning in. Today I'm privileged to have a guest speaker. Some of you know I went to Memphis last week for Lisa Marie's funeral. Well, I stood in the cold ground for 6 hours, and my whole body got very chilled along with my chest. So I've been healing all week, and today I'm healing, and so I have a guest speaker who is actually coming back to speak while we're in Mexico for 5 weeks. So you get an early preview. Her name is Audrey Nickel, right? Nicole. And she is going to be doing a workshop starting March 1st, which we'll tell you more about later on. I'm just glad you're here, and you will absolutely love her. So we're going to open up with a prayer, and Lorraine is doing your prayer.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, nice to see you. So right now, I want to invite you to close your eyes if that feels good for you, and really settle into your chair, into your body, into this moment, right here, right now. Take a deep breath. And let it fall out. Relaxing. And allow everything to drop off of you that you brought in with, not your clothes, but any thoughts, any worries, any thinking about the future or the past. Let that just drop away. And relax into this moment. Into this moment where all things are possible. In this moment where the oneness of all is present. The oneness of God. And everything that God is. Everything that Source provides is available right now. Being with this energy. This presence, the vitality and aliveness that is available right now in this very moment. And in the oneness, in the all, is infinite potential and power, infinite wholeness, infinite abundance, always expanding and never ending. And as you tune in as we tune in, we are connected and one with this allness, realizing that all that it is our very life. It's our birthright. It's who we are. It's who we came from and where we'll return. And this oneness, this power, this presence flows through us with each and every breath, with every beat of our heart. All is available. So if it feels good, take a deep breath and anchor that truth in. And feeling this, knowing this, let it go. Let it go. Coming back to the present moment. With gratitude, with appreciation and love. And so it is.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce our music this morning. The final, not the, but Final Veil. Come on up and you can introduce the whole band. Okay.
Hi, everybody. And now for something completely different. We've got Christian, Chris, Rick, aka Graybeard, and I'm Cora. And we're going to have the final Veilettes in our last song today. So we're going to do a congregational song, and we thought something would be kind of fun. So you know this little light of mine, right? So one thing we thought would be fun first is if everybody stood up. I don't know if you want to wake up a little bit. And I know most people in here probably have a phone. If you can put the light on your phone and have this little light of mine, we just thought it'd be fun. Just kind of like back in the day, it used to be a lighter and now it's a phone. So we're going to do this 4 times, and we'd love for you to sing with us. And just to remind yourself that you've got a light in yourself. And so the first one is going to be this little light of mine. The second one's everywhere I go, then all around the world, and then back to this little light of mine. Are we ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I think I had the best seat in the house with all the lights on.
Good morning. I have the thought for the day. My light doesn't come off. Okay. My light is shining brightly. The thought for the day is from Dr. Ernest Holmes, who is the founder of the Centers for Spiritual Living. And it's also on the board, but this is such a powerful idea. You have to lose your hate if you wish to find love. You have to let go of everything that is unkind if you wish to discover kindness. You even have to surrender fear if you wish to discover faith. It's from the great Surrender, Living the Science of Mind by Dr. Ernest Holmes. Which one of those are you ready to surrender? Did one of them pop out? Call it out if you want to. Oh, you didn't want to surrender any of those? All of them. Surrender all fear. Okay, that's a good one. Surrender all hate. I remember one day saying, oh my God, I hate that. And I thought, I don't want to hate anything. Because if I hate, I'm keeping love out of my heart. So let's all this week lose our hate, live in love, and just live in kindness. I had a framed poster that said, kindness, 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 kindness. Larry said, and I bought it, and Larry's like, why did you buy that? I said, because I want to remember. Kindness is so important, and you have to surrender everything. Sometimes you have to surrender that fear to be kind. And you know, it's not really being kind to the people you love. Well, it's that too. But it's being kind to the hard people to love. That's the challenge. Oh, sort of like, and you have to be aware of me. There's a young man here that was signed up for a class, and he didn't show up for class, and I couldn't get a hold of him, and I tried calling, and I knew his car had been stolen a couple times, and I started getting worried, so I called the police to go over for a wellness visit. He happens to be here today, and I'm like, oh good, you're okay. But I told people in class, if you don't call and let me know you're going to be late or not there, you might get a wellness visit. But that's being kind. That's loving. So as we move on to our next song, let's invite the final veil.
Thank you. So this is the first time we're ever going to perform this song. We're really excited about it. And it's a cover song, and it's one of my favorite songs from when I was a little girl. I don't know if anybody knows the movie Xanadu. Mm-hmm.
You won't
Thank you. Thank you.
Final veil. Thank you. We're going to make a little bit of room here. I want to introduce our speaker for today. Her name is Audra Nicole, and she will be speaking while Larry and I are in Mexico for 5 weeks. So if you like her, just hang on, you get more of her. And Audra describes herself as a phenomenally flawed human and an embodiment of the divine. She is full of infinite love, and some days she feels like she's wearing a bonnet full of bees. Audra fully understands that this paradoxical nature is the fullness of life and lives each day as the best day ever, which I say all the time. Anyway, she's a practitioner. She will be a licensed minister as of March 6th. She goes for her panels. She's going to be teaching a class starting March 1st for 5 weeks, and it's called Let's Talk About Love. It'll be here in the sanctuary over 5 weeks. She's going to skip March 8th because she'll be in California doing her panels. The tuition's only $52. So that's something to look forward to. And you know, we sign up in the Rising Thought bookstore, and I don't even know if we have the forms out yet, but we will. The girls are really good at grabbing something. So please welcome with me. She's come all the way from Oklahoma City to be here this weekend. So let's give a big hand to Audra Nicole.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Reverend Mary Jean. I'm Audra Nicole. That's me. Sorry, rearranged furniture. Also, I'm stealing this. Thanks. Okay. All right, so now that I'm all ready to get going, hi! I'm so excited to be here with all of y'all. I have heard amazing things about you, and I got to meet quite a few of you yesterday at the expo, and that was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to get to meet and to get to know more of you. And before I forget, since she did mention the class, I'll just do a little blurb right now. It's called Let's Talk About Love. So I don't know, has anyone ever heard of the 5 love languages? It's my jam. All about it. Every relationship dynamic, friendship, colleague, romance, parents, siblings, all the things. It is applicable in every place in our life. And it's really about cultivating the tool of being able to really know a person a little bit better, to know how to protect the relationship by not hurting them accidentally, and by learning how to show them that we care for them. Because so often we care about someone and we appreciate someone and we're speaking our language, you know, I'm doing this thing, but that's not theirs, so they don't feel appreciated. So we're going to be diving into that in those weeks. So if you have any relationship in your life that you would love to elevate in some way, including your relationship with yourself, this is for you, and it's more fun if you bring someone too. So just keep that in mind, and I'll be around if you have questions. All right, now that's done. Today we're talking about celebrating life as source. Celebrating life as source. I stole these lyrics because God is so good. We did not talk about music. We did not talk about songs. I don't even know if you knew the theme today. Did y'all know the theme today? Probably not. That's okay. Because God is good, right? So that song is so perfectly talking about celebrating life as source. So as we dive into celebrating life as source, we want to take a step back, set ourselves up, to receive, because if we don't, we stumble and fall and it's unpleasant. So, when we feel separate from the things that matter to us, from a beloved, from an idea, from a desire, from a wish, from a goal, or a need, it hurts. and it sucks, and it's painful. And that's the truth of it. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. Pretend like it's not there. It's hard and it sucks. Yeah, I heard that. Let's do that. We got to pause and we got to honor. You know, these last 3 years have sucked. And we can say that. And we can witness that. And we can honor that. And we can acknowledge that. And it can still be true that life is source and life is God and life is good. And we can celebrate that together. Okay? That's what we're going to do today. So, there's this thing called a practitioner in our movement. You all might have heard about it. Practitioners are the backbone of our teaching. They are our prayer warriors. They are our spiritual counselors and guides. And for those of you who don't know, in order to become a licensed spiritual practitioner in our movement, you got to go through some deep stuff. Amen. Yeah. I see you. Yeah, they make you take all these classes that are like fun and rosy and sunshine, and they teach you how to attract everything that you want, and then they send you to Prac 1, where they say, all right, here's a shovel. All that pain, all that fear, all that strife, all those things that we want to release, sure, don't worry, we'll release them, but first we're going to pick them up and play with them a little. It's not fun. But it's so important. Because in order to become a licensed spiritual practitioner, in order to be able to stand in the darkness and the pain and the muck with someone who is really going through it, you got to know what that feels like. And you got to know how to use our tools and our teaching to get to the other side. So for me, when I went through it, yeah, it was rough. That was rough. But I became a licensed spiritual practitioner in 2017. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go save the world. And then my whole life went upside down. All of it. All the things. Nothing worked. You know, in this teaching, change your thoughts, change your life, and then we manifest the things, and then life is good. Nope, that was not my experience. After I went through all the classes and all the teachings and I did all the things, I knew all the things. Not only did I know all the things, I knew how to teach you the things. I was amazing. And it all fell apart. So in 2017, when I was excited about life, I was ready to move. I wanted a new apartment. Mine was old and small, and most importantly, they didn't allow pets. I didn't have a pet, but I wanted one. I wanted the choice. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to renew my lease. Now, for those of you, has anyone in this room ever manifested anything before? 3 of you? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. A few more. Okay, a few more. All right. Now, for those of you who've been doing it a little while, generally there's like an area where that's like your sweet spot, right? Like you can manifest that thing. So for my mother, it's parking spaces. Does anyone have that talent? Parking spaces, like my mom? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need your phone numbers after this. My mother can manifest parking spaces so well that if I am somewhere and I can't, 3 laps, that's my max. 3 laps, if I can't find one, call her up. Ma, I need your angels right now. Send them over, please. Sure enough, before I hang up the phone with her, parking angel. Yeah, she's amazing. Sorry, I can't give out her number though. But we'll start a parking tree, phone tree around here. So for me, it was homes, and it is homes and houses and where to live. The perfect, divine, all of my needs, all of the things. That was my jam. So in 2017, when I was newly licensed and excited about life and my lease was up, I said, no problem, I'm not signing this. It's time for something bigger and better and amazing. So I was approaching that 30 days. I hadn't found a place yet. But it's okay. We prayed, we treated, all my practitioners were on it. It was not going to be a problem. But then it was the day, and there was nowhere to go. So my best friend, Christopher Robin, as being as amazing as he is, he said, hey, funny thing, my daughter's going to be away this summer. Why don't you just come stay here for a couple months? And by then, it'll all work out. So in 2017, I put all of my belongings in storage. They're still there. I don't even want to talk about what year it is. All of my things are in storage, but here's the thing, guys. God is good all the time. Not sometimes, not just on Tuesdays, not just Sunday afternoons, but all the time. So because my things were in storage, and I was already staying at Christopher Robin's, when his wife said, hey, I have this dream. I want to go to Italy for 6 months. But I know that's a lot to ask of my husband, and all of the things, and all of the dogs, and all of the house, and all of the things. We could say, it's okay. I can stay. I can help him take care of the dogs and take care of the house and keep him company and make sure he doesn't eat Snickers all day, and it'll be okay. So I stayed. And then, the next year, when one of our beloved ministers fell and shattered her wrist, her right wrist, and she's right-handed. She shattered her right wrist, and she couldn't do any of the things. She heard I was between places, and she said, hey, is there any chance you could come and stay with me and help me do all of the things? I can't do the things. I could say yes, because all of my things were in storage. I didn't have to pack, I didn't have to give notice, I didn't have to figure out the logistics. I could say, I'll be right there. And then in 2020, when the world shut down, and my mom bought a house in Oregon. I don't know what that was about. She called me one day and she said, hey, so I bought a house in Oregon. I said, oh, that's what we're doing now. Okay, all right, house. Oh, okay, tell me more, please, a little more information. So we bought a house in Oregon. We're thinking about retiring in Oregon. Can you come with me to Oregon next month and help me set it up, rent it out, learn all the things? What could I say? I could say yes. In 2020, when family was far and getting together was hard, and my mom needed help in another state, I didn't have to pack up my things and give my notice and figure out the logistics. I could just get in the car and go to Oregon. And when a friend of mine said, hey, Colorado is beautiful, I love it here, I really think you would love it. Buy a one-way ticket, come check it out. What could I say? I could say yes. It'll fit in the car. I've already got this down to a science. So I went to Colorado. For those of you who may be new, our headquartered, our big office, all the amazing people that make sure that we learn this teaching and we're doing well and we're supported, they're in Colorado. They're in Denver, Colorado. And one of our school campuses is in Colorado. So I got to go to Colorado. And I got to cry every day when I left my house because it's so beautiful. I couldn't even process it all because all of my things were in storage. And then, when school got really hard, because it does that. And when it just so happened that the way that mine worked out, I had to do the one thing that they tell you not to do, which is don't take the 2 hardest courses the same quarter, no matter what. Yeah, that's what I had to do. So I knew life was going to be hard, and I knew it was going to take all I had, and I knew I couldn't do this quality academia and work full-time and support myself. I'm just, people do it. People, they go to school, they go to law school, they've got a 40-hour job, and they've got husbands, and they've got kids. I don't know how you do it. I'm not that talented. I needed quiet, and I needed cheap, because I needed to go inside and finish this program. So when a friend called and said, hey, I just moved to Oklahoma and I found these furnished apartments and they're super cheap and they're super big, come on over. What could I say? I could say yes. I could say yes. I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get the apartment in Fallbrook with the equestrian views. But I got so much more that I didn't even know I needed, that I didn't know I wanted. Because God is good. Because all of this fleshy stuff that you're looking at is made of cells and atoms, but more importantly, it's made of space between the subatomic particles. And what we know about that space is that it's intelligent, and it's divine, and it's, would you say? We are magic. We are magic. I'm not standing here going, beat, 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 beat. I'm not beating this heart, are you? 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 Yeah? No? What about the billions? How many hearts are beating right now? The hearts of the humans, the hearts of the animals, the hearts of the creatures. How many breaths are being breathed by divine intelligence? The plants, the animals, you and me. We're magic. And here's the amazing thing about God, is that God knows that sometimes we're really dumb. We don't listen. I mean, I don't always. If you listen all the time, I will sit with you. I will take the notes. I will learn the things. I can't do it. I can't. I don't listen all of the time. But Spirit knows that. Spirit knows us. Spirit knows where our field of vision is set at in this moment. And it knows us so well that it says, it's okay, honey. I know you're not looking over there. I need you to look over there, but you're not going to do it, so it's all right. I'll put it over here for you. All right, there you go. You got it? Mm-hmm. That's what happened for me lately. I went on a trip to Nashville, and I fell in love with the city. I was just mesmerized by the vibe of it all. I love country music. And everywhere I went, the grocery store, everywhere, it's everywhere. This is my happy place. So I was like, all right, Nashville. You know, I'm doing this nomad thing. I'm going here, I'm going there. I'm in school. I'm about to be done. I'm going to Nashville, baby. Yeah. Then I found out my cousin lives in Nashville. I'm like, oh, even better. Nashville, here I come. So this summer I went to Nashville. I went to go check it out. Now, if you've been single in the last 5 years, I know, yeah, I feel that too. It's rough out here. You might have had to meet someone on an app. I know, it's the worst, but there's no alternative right now. If anyone knows one, please tell me. There's no alternative. This is where we're at, guys. Hopefully it won't last forever, but this is where we're at. We're in an app dating world, and it's trash, but it's all we got. It's all we got. So I'm on that. Well, I was. I'll preface. I was on the apps. But I don't like the whole long distance thing. It's not my jam. So when I would travel, I would turn off my apps. But this summer, I went to Nashville, and I was going to move there. So I left the apps on. I'm like, oh, I can meet a nice guy in Nashville. That could work. I'll be right here. So I went to Nashville, and I left my apps on. But while I was in Nashville, it didn't feel that good in my bones anymore. I was a little heartbroken. It didn't feel like home that trip. What are you going to do? Went back to Oklahoma. Week later, I matched with this guy. He's cute. And but it doesn't tell it. I don't know. It said he was like 1,000, I don't know, 1,700 miles away or something like that. And I'm like, oh, where the heck are you? How did we match? He's like, oh yeah, I live in Vegas. I'm like, well, that's a non-starter. I live in Oklahoma. Don't ask why, but I live in Oklahoma, and you're in Vegas, so this is not going to work. How did we match? What is happening? No. Are you going to be in Oklahoma? Okay, all right. You're nice. You're cute. Like that smile. No, we can have a drink. Sure, why not? Nice person, share a drink. No harm, no foul. He comes into town. We go for a drink. One drink turns into 4 days. Here we are 4 months later. Turns out, guess how we matched? Any takers? Spirituality. No. Nashville. We were in Nashville the same weekend. I thought I was moving there, so I had my apps on. And Spirit said, if I don't get you to Nashville the same weekend he's there, y'all ain't gonna meet. Because that man's on a plane every weekend. Nashville. Because God said, this is where you're looking. So in order to find him, you have to be in Nashville on this weekend. Now, who knows? 4 months, guys, come on, who knows, right? But what I will tell you is this last 4 months has been the most beautiful, profound, authentic, genuine, sweet, kind, fun, full, dynamic relationship I've ever experienced in all my 38 years. So regardless of what happens in our future, he is a blessing in my life, hands down, no questions asked. But I only got to meet him, and I only got to make the memories we've made so far and the ones to come. Because I live by celebrating life as source, and I mess up, and I'm flawed. And it's okay, because Spirit knows that. It's not about being perfect. It's about taking the steps that you can take in the moment where you are. You know, since 2017, I've felt like one of those cartoons tipped upside down with all my pockets emptied out. As our Reverend Dr. Kathy Hearn says, she says, you know, Audra, I hate to tell you this, but you just got to learn to be firmly planted in midair. Man, that Dr. Kathy, whoo! But she's right. If we're going to celebrate life as source in this step, and that step, and this step, we have to embrace what we don't know, embrace what we can't control, be willing to receive the blessings, and hang on tight for the adventure. And that's all I got today, guys.
Well, guys, you're going to be in good hands while we're in Mexico. Thank you so much. You agree with me? Yeah. And you're all going to go to that workshop called Let's Talk About Love. Okay, you're all going to sign up today. Yeah, Mike. No? Sorry. You can at 12:15. Okay. Will our prosperity receivers please come forward? Thank you so much for the gifts that you give that keep the center running and moving and new ideas happening. And I want to thank our board president, David Flay. They're back there. David has been working with some yard people, and 5 dead trees have come down. And he's going to be planting this spring more trees to make sure that we continue helping the environment. and he's working with some people. They fixed the fence out there, made an extra gate, and he's working with people to put a patio back there so that after celebration in spring, summer, and fall, we can go sit out there with sprayers in the summer and connect. It's all about connection. So I want to just thank David for that. And I just want you to know that all the gifts that you give keep this going. So whatever is your gift today, just bless it. And I thank all those that are automatic givers. David also has a program out in the lobby called Stepping Up to Prosperity. If you're not an automatic giver and you would like to be, go and talk to him out in the lobby and just sign up so that whether you're here or not, you have a gift going to your spiritual home. So I bless the gifts, the giver, knowing that we all prosper together. You can't outgive God, and so it is. Amen. And now, our magical group, Final Veil.
I love that you put magic into the thing. I did pick it because I thought it would go well with here. Yeah. This next song is called Sand Against Steel, and it's about a belly dancer working to bring the wisdom of the ancients in the East to bring it to the Western world.
Sand against steel, sand against steel.
Thank you, thank you.
Louis, where you can go and have a belly dancer and the band entertain you. Is that right?
Can I invite everybody to a show we're doing?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're really excited. I'm really excited. I'm putting on a big dance and music production at Westport Playhouse in Westport on Saturday, March 4th. We're going to have belly dancers, Indian dancers, modern dancers, fusion dancers, our band, and flamenco dancers. We're really excited. So if you're interested, I've got flyers, or you can follow Final Veil on Facebook, or we can add you to our email list or something. So.
We have flyers in the hallway, and we'll put one out there, too.
Thanks.
Great, thank you. Of course they're going to want to come to that. Well, you're going to be doing something in a little bit. Yeah, you can sit down for a minute if you want. I'm going to do a couple announcements, and then we're going to move into our meditation with the bowls. Next Sunday. What's next Sunday? What date? February 5th. Do you believe that? It's already February. 20 years ago, Larry and I came here. 20 years ago, we're going to celebrate next Sunday. And it's not just me coming as the senior minister, which I did, but you guys don't even know what you've gotten in Larry for 20 years. He's amazing. So be here next Sunday. Yeah. Thank you, Larry, for everything that you do. Oh, in fact, today he's sound person because Harold couldn't make it and Tim was somewhere else. I mean, thank you, Larry. He steps in. So also, though, next Sunday, we have just started. Gwen and Ann are ahead of a new women's group. We don't have the name yet. Maybe Women of Wisdom, or, I don't know, Women on a Mission, whatever. But the first thing they're doing is next Sunday, a bunco tournament at 1 o'clock after the celebration. So bring some finger foods or something kind of for lunch so you're not starving, and we're going to play bunco. Bunco is $5 a person. It's really easy. How many of you have played bunco? You could say it's really easy, isn't it? Yeah. I was so scared the first time I went to play bunco. I looked it up online. I called my mother-in-law, tell me again. She says, don't worry, it's so easy. But it didn't look easy when I read it. It was so easy. I felt like a nunce. So if you are a woman, please sign up out in the lobby. Let us know you're going to be part of bunco next Sunday. It's $5 a person, and that $5 goes to as prizes. So you get the money. You may win a lot of money if you're good at bunco. And it's not like being good at it. It's a consciousness of being a winner, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Next, Mary and Larry's garage meeting will be Wednesday, February 8th from 1 to 3. Join us with thoughts on how to implement ideas that were brought up in the other garage meetings, and bring ideas. We're starting to implement some of the ideas that came from the very first garage meeting. Today we have our junior church has 3 kids in it, and Maddie McMullen has this week's junior church teacher, and that was in the first garage meeting. We said we want to have a junior church. It started today, so thank you. Yeah. Everything you talk about, we hold it in consciousness and prayer, and it unfolds. So that's February 8th. The new February bulletins are in the lobby, and they're also online. In 2 weeks, we have a Commitment of Love ceremony on Sunday, February 12th. It's the second Sunday of the month, second Sunday potluck, so bring a dish. It's not just a celebrate of love if you have a partner. It's celebrating the love you have for yourself. So you can sign up in the lobby, because I get roses for everybody that signs up. You can bring a partner. You can bring yourself. I moved it away from renewal of marriage vows because some people aren't married and they don't want to be married, but they want to love themselves more. So we moved it into a day of love. If that's something you want to do, please sign up out there and be part of that ceremony. And Mary Bracken, would you come up here? It's her birthday today. Say happy birthday, Mary. Mary's going to do a chakra or a balancing on February 11th, Saturday. It's all on appointment basis, and you aren't going to sign up because you don't even know what that means. So she's going to tell you in 1 minute.
Thank you. This is energy healing. It is holistic, it is non-invasive, and I will be channeling the creator of all that is energy through your chakras and your auric field. This will be targeting energetic imbalances, and it will help your body promote self-healing and let the body do what it naturally does. So I encourage you to come out. This is a modality I am training in, and I can't charge. The last time I looked, there's still a few openings. It's an hour-long session, so I encourage you to come. And if you just need some good well-being energy, it's the place to be.
Thanks, Mary. Sign up in the Rising Thought bookstore, and that's a free 1 hour. And I'm not going to mention it again, but the upcoming class, Let's Talk About Love, starts March 1st. But you're doing a sound bath on the 17th of February, 7 to 8:30. It's a Friday night.
Feel your heart, heal your heart, just feel the love.
Yeah, they're so widely popular. People come from all over St. Louis because she's a master sound healer. So sign up for that, Rising Thought Bookstore. Would my prayer team please come and stand in front? We're going to do our, we did this a little out of order. Okay, if you're here for the first time, our prosperity receivers have a packet for you. If you're here for the first time, raise your hand. Any first timers? Okay. Oh yeah. Audra's here. Yeah. Bring your friends next week, and we begin the month of love in February. So just take a moment and close your eyes, if you will, as we recognize that power and presence of Spirit, the divine energy of one. If there's anybody in your consciousness that you have been worried about or concerned about or would like to put in prayer as we know their wholeness, call out their name right now. Todd, Ann, Kathy. And now call out your name, Mary Jane. Knowing that consciousness of wholeness knows exactly what is needed for the wholeness to be revealed through the people we have just mentioned, through ourselves. We can just let go and know that the divine intelligence is taking care of it. That God is good all the time. So I accept miracles, I accept healings, I accept magic, I accept that fullness of Spirit through each and every one of us. Letting go of any idea to the contrary, we move into that full knowing. All is God, all is good. I give thanks for this. As I bless each one of us to our highest and greatest good, I accept this as so. And we say together, and so it is. Thank you. And now for our closing song. We're learning how to do this in 1 hour because we are on TV every Saturday. Go to our website and you can find out where. So here is Cora, Chris, and the group. Oh, and the Violettes.
So I'm dancing, not singing on this one. And the final Violettes, Miss Karma and Miss Sasha are going to join us. We've been working on a butterfly dance. And you guys are the first to see it. And it will get perfected and performed at the Westport show on March 4th as well.
That was fabulous. So our closing affirmation. Our closing affirmation. Let's stand and say together, this one life is my life right now, and I celebrate it out loud. Have a wonderful week. God bless you.